start the show.
Hi, Stephannie.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Welcome to Yarn on the House.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's nice to have you here.
Oh, well, thank you.
Why don't you tell the folks what you do, what you're all about, and why you're here today?
Wow, thanks for the open-ended question. I do a bunch of things with my life, but one of the things I've been really focusing on now is the knitwear design. Mm-hmm. And I have a book that's coming out from Cooperative Press called California Revival Knits. And it's a collection of a variety of garments and accessories that are all inspired by California or Spanish Revival styles. So that's it. Other things I do in life, I'm a veterinarian, I tech edit.
Wow, you're a busy lady.
Try to keep busy.
Mm-hmm. How did you get into designing, Stephannie?
You know what, I'm always very honest about this. With the downturn in the economy, I ended up with a lot more time on my hands. And what I do as a veterinarian is called relief work or locum tenens. I fill in at clinics as needed as an independent contractor. Uh-huh. And with the downturn in the economy, honestly, people are like, oh, well, people surely still bring their pets into the veterinarian.
Yeah.
And no, honestly, they don't.
Oh, wow.
And so if a clinic's not busy, they can't afford to hire somebody to come in if they go on vacation or even if they can take vacation. So my work really cut down a lot veterinary-wise. And, I decided, okay, well, I'm going to knit everybody Christmas presents. And so I think I knit like 30, they weren't like sweaters and stuff. It was like socks and like worsted weight socks and stuff, yeah. And house socks and hats and things like that. And I think I did like 30 odd different things.
Wow.
And I've always been the sort of person who likes to kind of, and I think you'll get this from most designers, who like to kind of tinker with a pattern. It's like you can't just knit it as it's written.
Yeah.
This is a little sidetracking, but I'll admit a lot of my own personal patterns I would probably alter a little bit, just because I tend to be pretty short-waisted. Mm-hmm. So when I write my patterns, I write them towards what's considered the, quote-unquote, normal,
right.
Normal size. So I would probably alter things to be a little shorter in the waist, to fit me. But nonetheless, I was doing all these different patterns, and I started tweaking things, and then I was like, well, what if that's the big thing, what if I try this?
Yeah.
And it just kind of went from there. I started designing a few different worsted weight socks and some fingerless mittens and things like that, and it just kind of went from there.
Yeah.
So, and I tend to be kind of a type A personality, and I need to be busy. I need to feel like I'm doing something productive.
Right.
And knitting and designing and tech editing don't make a lot of money, but it's something, and I really love doing it. I have my best friend Melanie, I always joke, she's a people doctor, she's a people surgeon, animal surgeon.
Yeah.
And she asked me she was like, if and when, let's be, optimistic about the economy, if and when things pick back up, mm-hmm. Would I still design? And it's like, yes, I definitely would still make time for doing that. So
yeah, that's really great. That shows a true sign of a designer at heart.
It satisfies, a big creative urge, and it's still techy enough that you can do all the math and all that fun. Not everybody may think that's fun, but I think it's fun. You can, you can do all that sort of thing too.
So tell us let's talk about the book that you have, California Revival. Where did the inspiration come from, and how did you get about to creating a book and putting together a project like that?
I love old houses, and old bungalows and things like that. And in California, there's leveled houses, and we like the arts and crafts style a lot, my husband and I, but we also like some of the more revival styles of houses, and that's what you really see a lot of in California. It's like the Spanish Revival, or think all the stucco and red tile roofs,
mm-hmm.
That type of house. And the house we currently live in right now is a little 1920s, built 1928, 1929, little Spanish bungalow. And some of the things that I picked out from the style is all the different tile work. In the late 1920s, a lot of different companies were making all this beautiful, beautiful Spanish and Moorish and Mexican-inspired tiles.
Right.
Like Catalina Tile Company or Malibu Potteries, all those places. And so I used a lot of the colors and motifs from the tile work and as inspiration for some of the pieces. And then the other kind of big thing I was looking at was wrought iron, because you see all these beautiful wrought iron gates or wrought iron window grills or stair railings and things like that. And I just liked the twisting and turning and the different shapes of that. And that lends itself especially well to like the very twisted stitch type of technique.
Right.
That's like we were talking earlier, the wrought iron cardigan.
Yes.
That one is, that's one of those, patterns that were inspired by the wrought iron, obviously, for the name. But yeah.
That's my favorite sweater out of the collection is the rock cardi, and it's just, I'm a huge fan of all of those intricate twisted stitches and the cabling work and stuff. So it's beautiful. You also chose some beautiful yarns to work with in your projects.
I was really lucky. I have just kind of politically, philosophically, what have you. I really like working with smaller companies, and so I was able to work with a lot of indie dyers and smaller companies and stuff. So like the wrought iron cardi, that's with Kate Dragonfly Fibers for BSL, and that was just wonderful to work with. Woolen Rabbit did the yarn for the other sweater in the book, for the tile sweater. Oh gosh, I got yarn from I'm kind of staring off. Blue Style Peasant, a company that's been extraordinarily supportive of me my whole,
They're wonderful, yeah. And their yarns are gorgeous.
Blackwater Abbey, Marilyn, who's the owner of that company, she's been incredibly supportive of me, and I used her yarn in the pillow, the Catalina Star pillow. Oh gosh, what else? Sanguine Griffin, used one of their yarns. Of course, that company has broken into two different companies. Little Red Bicycles did the yarn for the fringe sock. Elemental Effects did the Shetland for the peacock mix, and then Jameson's towel. Just a whole bunch of different yarns and stuff. I mean, I could probably keep blathering on about it.
Keep going on and on, yeah.